Okay, so last night as I was laying down to go to sleep, I very clearly heard a word in my spirit. And it was this word, surreptitiously. Okay, this isn't a word that I have ever used in my life. I didn't even know what it meant. And when I went online to look up the meaning, I wasn't even spelling it correctly. So that's when I know it's from the Lord, is when it's a word that I don't even know. So this word means in a way that attempts to avoid notice or attention secretively. And the example they give in a sentence is Mary surreptitiously slipped from the room. Okay, so I didn't know if this was talking about us being taken out of the way or something that the enemy is up to right now. I think it's both. So to get a little bit better understanding of this word, I decided to go down to the synonyms, and right away, within the synonyms of this word, there are two other words that the Lord gave me, and I've done videos about these before. The first word here is covert. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see my screen very well. Covert. Okay, so here is a video I did August 16th of last year. It's called Covert Operation. So I had just gotten home from work and I was rushing around the house getting things done, and I heard in my spirit very clearly covert operation, and you guys, that's so far out of my vocabulary, it's not even funny. So I will leave a link to this video below, but I'll play a clip for you from it in a minute. But the other word, and Brian, if you're watching this, it means clandestine. So for those of you who don't know, clandestine was one of the very first words that the Lord ever spoke to me in my spirit around like 2012, I think. So when I saw that this word I heard in my spirit last night means two of the other words that he gave me in the past, I know that this is like for sure from him. So it means secret, covert, stealthy, furtive, clandestine, underhanded, mean, done without attracting observation. Secret implies concealment on any grounds for any motive. So basically something being done in secret here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and play for you a couple minutes from this video I did, and I will leave the link down below. Around the time that I was first saved, one of the very first words that I received in the spirit was the word clandestine. I remember I was driving home from Walmart. I was almost to my house, and just this word clandestine came into my mind, and it was so clear. It must have been one of the most clear words I've ever received in the spirit. And I didn't know what that meant. I certainly had never used that word in my life before. So I just kept like repeating it over and over in my head because, like I said, I was almost home. And as soon as I got home, I Googled it. Okay, so that was one of the very first words that the Holy Spirit ever gave to me. Okay, so when I look up the definition of covert operation on Google, the very first thing that pops up at the top is it says covert operations and clandestine operations are distinct. So I like triple know that this is from the Lord because I see that word clandestine. And that's just been a word that has always stuck with me because it was, like I said, one of the first words that I heard in the spirit. So I just knew that he was telling me something about this covert operation because that word was right there. And so as I'm reading about covert operations, it just really makes me think about that dream that I just shared with you guys that I titled Fox Hunt. Okay, so just to remind you guys, this video that I'm playing here is from August, and I'm thinking that everything he was telling me about at this time is what we're going through right now. In the dream, I knew there was like an attack mission that some foreign group was trying to accomplish against us, the group that I was in. And we knew that they had been like diligently planning and trying to come up with a very like clever way to attack. And it was all over the news that they had finally succeeded in a way that they were going to carry this out. They hadn't attacked yet, but the big news was that they had figured it out. They had finally brainstormed a certain way that they were going to be able to basically do like a sneak attack.
And in the dream, everyone just kept saying fox hunt, fox hunt. And the Lord used the fox character from the Peter Rabbit cartoon on Nickelodeon to portray to me a face to this group. And then at the end of the dream, my cousin walks over to me and she starts scribbling and sketching these like shapes. Like I remember seeing a circle and a square, maybe a rectangle, and then just like geometric shapes on a...
Okay, so I have to end this video for sake of time, but I will leave a link to this down below. So just take it to the Lord. Let me know if he gives you anything on this, you guys. So, all right, bye.